Already to go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again and welcome back. Next episode of the Heatus franchise, giving you number 1. Last episode was the first half of this doubleheader here against the Platypi, game 6 on the season, where we ended up defeating the Platypi 6-4 despite a 3-home run performance by third baseman Sky Rodriguez. We do manage to come out on top thanks to a big 3-run homer by rookie Alan Hinton as he homers for the second straight game, giving Bishop Fuller a quality start and a victory. And we'll come into the game number 7 here, which is the second half of this doubleheader. On the mound for us will be rookie right-hander Air Lovestone, 1-0 with a 5.40 ERA and a 2.40 WHIP. And on the mound for the Platypi is rookie right-hander Rusty Nozzle. No record, a 1.23 ERA and an 0.82 WHIP. Platypi come into this contest 3-3 after the loss in Game 1. We'll come in at 4-2 on a 2-game winning streak. Lineup will send out there today. Leading off will be catcher Hank Hart. Batting second, locked-in center fielder Reyes Rufo. Batting third, left fielder Slapper Galoot. Batting fourth, locked-in first baseman Alan Hinton. Batting fifth, shortstop Jesus Gold. Batting sixth, 10th third baseman Theodore Stiffner. Batting seventh, 10th second baseman Dig Eforto. Batting eighth, right fielder Volt Bolter. And batting ninth is the pitcher Air Lovestone. Let's go ahead and get it on. Alrighty, no roster moves for the Platypi in between the two games, but for us, we made 3 roster moves at the end of last episode to go up to a balanced team overall. We signed rookie reliever 28-year-old Valentina Johnson. We signed utility infielder rookie Dig Eforto, who comes over from the Overdogs organization. He was a free agent. And we also signed rookie shortstop Jamie Pollard, who was a free agent to begin the season. Those 3 were signed to the roster in between the 2 games. Johnson replaces Boris Bigsworth in the bullpen. Eforto replaces Maggie Rags on the bench. And Jamie Pollard replaces Busha Dignan on the bench as well. Top of the first we go. Platypi will send up Sandberg, McStevens, and Rodriguez, the same top 3 batters they had in game number 1. On the mound, leading off is on fire first baseman Scooter Sandberg, who homered in the first game, hitting .522 with a homer and 5 RBIs, as he'll be the first batter to face Lovestone, the rookie. Right-hander in her first start got the victory, going 5 innings, giving up 3 earned runs, a 5.40 ERA and a 2.40 WHIP. She gave up 8 hits, 4 walks, a home run, and 3 strikeouts, batting average against .400 on the season for Lovestone. Lineup for the Platypi is almost the exact same as Game 1, just a few changes here throughout. Top 5 batters actually are all the same. After Sandberg is shortstop Beefcake McStevens. Then it's locked-in third baseman Sky Rodriguez, who homered 3 times in Game 1. Then it's 10th left fielder Muffin Studwick. Second baseman Kitty Kaufman. Willie Bacon, who was a pinch hitter in the first game, is now back in center field. He'll bat 6th. Harold Williams drops to the 7th slot out in right field. Batting 8th, dropping down from the 6th slot is catcher Tugboat Thomas, and batting 9th is the pitcher Rusty Nozzle. Lovestone's ready. Let's get it on. Down and in, low with the knees, strike called, 0-1. Ball down and in is ripped foul, 0-2 the count as Sandberg was a little early on it. Forkball down in the way, in the dirt, 1-2. Fastball up and away. Lined over the third. Lunging a Stiffner. He ricochets it past the shortstop into left field. That will be an infield single for Sandberg, who keeps his hot hitting going, as he had 3 hits in the first game. Leading off is shortstop Beefcake McStevens, hitting .333 with a homer and 2 RBIs, as he'll bat second today. Slider down in the way is low, ball 1. Fastball down and in. Runner goes on the hit and run, but it's fouled back, 1-1. 2-seamer up and in, chased it high, 1-2 the count to McStevens. Ball down in the way, in the dirt, 2-2. Work ball down and in, ripped to third, past the diving Stiffner into left field. First 2 batters on for the Platypi here on back-to-back singles. McStevens locked in, and that'll bring up locked-in third baseman Sky Rodriguez, hitting .556 with 4 homers and 5 RBIs, 3 of those homers coming in game number 1. Thankfully, all 3 of them were solo homers. First pitch forkball down and in, grounded to second right at base. Flips to second, 1, gold to first, double play, and There goes that momentum as Sandberg on at third with 2 down for left fielder Muffin Studwick. Tense currently with RBI man only hitting a $167 on the year. No homers or RBIs yet for Studwick. Fastball up and away, and the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Slider middle in, ripped foul, 1-1 the count. Ball down and away, ripped to left center, Luke coming on. Does not get there as I tried to slide and he just didn't react on the button press. RBI single for Studwick. That's his first RBI of the season. Platypi lead 1-0 here in the first. That'll bring up second baseman Katie Kaufman hitting .240 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Two-seamer up and in as a strike called. 0-1. Slider at the knees. Line to first. Hinton dives. Makes a nice catch, and that's going to end the inning. As he saves an extra base hit there up the line. Bottom 1. Platypi lead after the 2-out single there by Studwick. 1-0 to the bottom of the first. Hart, Rufo, and Glute do up against rookie Rusty Nozzle. Catcher Hank Hart leading off, hitting .368 with 2 RBIs on the season. Had 2 hits in game 1 as he'll be the first batter to face Rusty Nozzle. Nozzle's numbers on the year look like this. In his first start, he goes 7 1/3 innings. Quality start. Does not get a decision. 1.23 ERA, gave up 1 earned run and 0.82 whip. He gave up 4 hits with 2 walks, hit a batter, and struck out 7. His batting average against is .154 on the year. Rusty Nozzle is added to the Platypi rotation after SMB2 when Donk O is drafted by the Jacks in the expansion draft, which opened up a roster slot for Nozzle to be added in. He'll fire the first pitch high to Hart on the heater, ball 1. Ball down and in, line at the middle, past the diving Kaufman in the right center. That is a base hit. Hart leads off the game with a single. Leadoff man on for the Heaters, and that'll bring in locked-in center fielder Ray's Rufo, hitting .444 with a homer and 5 RBIs. Slider bounces in the dirt. Good block behind the plate. Ball 1. Slider inside, misses from Nozzle. 2-0 the count. Look out now. Don't hang it. Curveball middle in was just inside, and it's pulled out of play by Rufo. 2-1. Heater outside, misses. 3-1. Curveball bounces in the dirt. Ball 4. First walk today for Nozzle. Is first and the second now. 2 down for the Heaters. Or no down for the Heaters. First 2 batters on for Slapper Glute. Left fielder hitting .346 with a homer and 5 RBIs. Glute had an RBI single in the first game as that slider's low. Ball 1. Curveball hangs at the knees, driven by Glute to dead center field. Hit pretty well, retreating Bacon to the warning track. He catches it at the wall, though, as that does make the first out. Hart will tag and advance the third, though, as runners at the corners with 1 down. And it'll bring up rookie first baseman Alan Hinton, who's locked in. He has RBI man, and he's hitting .625 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs on the season. Hinton homered in last game, hitting a big 3-run bomb to break the game open in the middle innings. He has homered in both of his first 2 games this season. Let's see what he does this at bat with the RBI chance. Pick off to first, air mailed over the first baseman's head, and that's going to be an E1, as that will allow the run to score. Rufo to second on the play, 1-1 the count. RBI man is still active for Hinton, though, as the runner is still in scoring position. Nozzle now tense after the errant pickoff throw. Fastball inside, misses, ball 1. Slider drifts outside, 2-0. Look out now. Don't do it. Hinton's the wrong batter to hang it. Pick off the second as Rufo's back safely. 2-0 the count. Fastball down and then driven by Hinton, deep left center field. Bacon's retreating. He's out of room, and he makes the catch at the wall. Just missed it, and because I was confident that was a home run, I did not tag. 2 down runner still at second for rookie shortstop Jesus Gold, hitting .412 with a homer and 3 RBIs. Nozzle still tense, though. Heater down and in, strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and in, grounded in the hole to right field, past the off the Ivan Kaufman's glove into right field. That is a base hit. RBI single for Gold as Rufo scores. 2-1. Heaters lead. I'll bring up tense third baseman Theodore Stifner, who had 2 hits in the first game, but he is still tense, hitting .333 with 2 RBIs on the season. Slider down and away is low, ball 1. Cutter down low. Misses 2-0. Don't do it. He did it. Slider hangs at the knees, driven by Stiffner, left center field. He got enough on that one, folks. Fireball coming at you. Off the facing of the first row out there in left center. First homer of the year for Theodore Stiffner as the veteran delivers a 2-run bomb. That'll break him out of his hitting slump as it's now 4-1 Heaters. Now to bring up rookie second baseman Dion Bass, who is tense, hitting .217 with an RBI as Nozzle's now rattled. All thanks to that pickoff throw. Heater high, misses ball 1. Heater away, misses 2-0. Fastball middle in, line by Bass to center field, but it's right at Bacon. He'll make the catch, and that will finally end the inning. The Heaters send 7 men to the plate, score 4 runs on 3 hits and an errant pickoff throw. To the second, Bacon, Williams, and Thomas do up against Lovestone, who now has the lead. Willie Bacon leading off, center fielder hitting .158 on the air. He was a pinch hitter at the end of game 1, where I believe he flew out to right field to end the game. First fastball away from Lovestone is blown by him, 0-1. Work ball middle in, driven by Bacon. That would have been gone, but he was a little early on the swing. 1-1 the count, or 0-2 the count. You see him rubbing in, fouled off, out of play on the right side. Do it again at 0-2. Slider down and away. Check swing outside and low. 1-2 the count. Ball middle in. Rip the third. Past the diving Stiffner into left field. Good effort, but that is a base hit. Bacon on to lead off the inning, and that'll bring up right fielder Hera Williams, hitting .250 with a homer and an RBI today. Not today, but coming into today's game, I should have said that. Slider down and away on the first pitch. Check swing strike called. 0-1. Two-seamer down and away, low. Good pick by Hart in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Fastball up and away, way high. 2-1. Work ball down and in, low. 3-1. Throw ball down and away. Jacks up the middle, base to his right, backhands cleanly, flips to second 1, gold to first, double play. Our second in as many innings. 2 down, bases empty. Catcher Tugboat Thomas up. Hitting .056. No homers or RBIs on the air for Tugboat. First pitch curveball down and in. Ripped hard on the ground to short. Diving his gold off his glove into left field. Good effort, but he just couldn't secure it. 2-out single for Thomas. Keeps the inning alive for the pitcher. Here's Nozzle, who's tense and hitless on the air. Hey, happy? Yeah. Yes, indeedy. Another great start. Big 4-run inning in the first inning. Couldn't have asked for a better start, especially after that errant throw by Nozzle. That was the catalyst to swing the momentum in our favor. Fastball down and in, misses, ball 1. Zoomer up and away, swung through it, 1-1 the count. Work ball up middle of the zone, Sky down the left field line in foul territory. Slapper Glute giving chase, he's not going to get there though. That'll drop, 1-2 the count. Throw ball down and in. Strike 3 called at the knees. First punch out for Lovestone, and that ends the inning as she gets out of the second. Bottom 2, 4-1 the score. Bolter, Lovestone, and then Hank Hart is up. Oh yeah, sure. Hey, what's the question? Volt Bolter leading off, hitting .375 with an RBI here in the second inning. Not much of a hockey fan, honestly. Don't really get that much into it. I could tell you who the teams are, but I couldn't tell you anything about most of the players. Oh. Fastball inside to Nozzle, strike called, 0-1. Curveball middle in, popped up by Bolter to shallow right center. Kaufman is there. She should put it away, and she does. 1 down. That'll bring out pitcher Air Lovestone, batting 1,000 on the season. Meter in there, 0-1. Curveball middle of the plate, grounded to second, right at Kaufman. That's an easy second out of the inning. That'll bring up catcher Hank Hart, 1 for 1 today with the single. The skipjacks. Okay, I am familiar with the skipjacks. Not a fan. Not a fan of hockey, honestly. Too much brutality. But, I believe they are a minor league team, if I remember correctly. I know they're not they're not the big NHL level team. I know the closest NHL team to us is the Capitals. I do know Skipjacks are in the, I guess, whatever the minor leagues is for hockey. Oh, AHL, okay. American Hockey League, I take it. Okay, that makes sense. Fastball at the knees, strike called to Hart, 0-1. Slider middle in, driven by Hart, right center field, hit pretty well, but Bacon's there for it, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 for Nozzle. That was a much-needed bounce-back inning for the pitcher. To the third, it is 4-1. Top lineup up for the Potopai here. Sandberg, McStevens, and Rodriguez. Because of work, not really, and also because I have a toddler, so I don't really get to go to too many baseball games these days. I think I only went to one last year. I do try to watch every game though on television though, so if it's on, I'll watch it. But no, I don't normally get to go to too many games, unfortunately. I would like to start going maybe once he's a little bit older, we'll start taking him more frequently. Be a nice activity to do since we're not very far away from the stadium. I think it's only like a 20-25 minute drive, and then that's before the walk from the parking garage over to the stadium. But yeah, you know. Oh, it is a very nice stadium indeed. I have a lot of good food. It's built on a really good foundation, and apparently it was the basis for many of the modern ballpark designs these days. Apparently we're the ballpark of the future, or at one point. Slider down and then is fouled off, 0-1. Forkball down in the way is low in the dirt outside, 1-1. Heater up and away. Sandberg rips it up the line, left field. That's a fair ball into the corner, and that'll be extra bases for the first baseman as he just keeps getting hits. So it's his fifth today in the doubleheader. He is into second at the leadoff double. None down, and that'll bring up McStevens, 1-for-1 with a single. Now locked in after his single in the first at bat of the game. Ball down and away. Outside, ball 1. Fastball down and then is low, 2-0. Two-seamer up and away, strike called on the corner, 2-1. Slider away, grounded to short. Gold charges, looks the runner back and fires the first, 1 down. Next up is Rodriguez, 0-for-1 today. She's currently locked in still. Grounded into a double play her first time up. Curveball hangs. It's driven by Rodriguez, left center field. You can't do that to her. That's her 4th home run in the doubleheader. Second multi-homer of the year for Rodriguez, and that makes it a 4-3 game as she hung that breaking ball. And Rodriguez, you can't do that to her. That's the one thing she's good at. She will rip you to pieces. Base is empty for Studwick. He singled in a run his first time up. 1-for-1 today. Lovestone now tense. Heater away is fouled off, 0-1. Slider down in the dirt, low off the glove, 1-1. Zoom down and in, check swing inside, 2-1. Work ball away, driven by Studwick into the left field corner, Glute there for it. It makes an error as he drops it. E7 in your scorebooks, as that's Glute's first error of the season. Run around to first, 1 down, and that'll bring up second baseman Kitty Kaufman, 0-for-1 today. Don't worry about it. I know it takes an effort to make your own league. It's all right. It's a lot of customization that goes into it. And at this point, we're only a couple months away from SMB4. Apparently, it's supposed to be due out sometime in April or May, I believe. So we're not that far off from a new game, and then they'll have even more customizable features. At least I hope so, especially with that EA money now. Two-seamer down in the way, low, ball 1. I'm actually curious to see how much they're going to put into the game now, because I know EA recently lost their licensing for the FIFA series, so they no longer have the licensing rights to make FIFA. Wonder if they have extra workers put into that project. Fastball down and in, grounded to third. Stiffner dives, makes the stop, fires the second 1, base to first. Just late, fielder's choice. Kaufman beats out the back end. 2 down, and that'll bring up Willie Bacon, 1-for-1 today with a single. Ball down in the way, grounded to third, right at Stiffner. He'll make the play to first, and that should end the inning, and it does. 1 error in the inning by Glute, but that's not the big blow. It's the 2-run homer to Rodriguez on a hanging curveball. Her 4th homer in the doubleheader. 4-3 to score to the bottom of the third. Rufo, Gluten, Hinton do up against Nozzle. Leading off Rufo, he walked his first time up and then scored in the first inning. Currently locked in. Fastball at the knees, 0-1. Curveball up and away, fouled off, out of play, 0-2. Fastball down and away, chopped under the glove of Nozzle to short, barehanded by McStevens, in time to first, 1 down. Slapper glued up next, 0-1 today, intense after making an error in the field last inning. Ooh, that would be a nice feature, get to make your own stadium. Ooh, I can imagine the customization options on that. Ooh, I would like to see what people's ideas for stadiums would be. Anything's better than Shaka at this point. I have no love for that field. Heater at the knees, 0-1. Heater high, 1-1. Heater away in there, 1-2 the count. Curveball down in the way, popped up to first. Easy play for Sandberg there, 2 down. Now to bring up Ricky Allen Hinton, 0-1. He flew out to left center field at the wall his first time up, 0-1 today. Cutter outside, misses, ball 1. Heater inside, strike called, 1-1. Heater up and in, inside, 2-1 the count. Curveball down and in, chopped to third, right at Rodriguez. She'll make the play to first. Now we'll end the inning, 1-2-3 for Nozzle to the 4th. It is 4-3 still. Williams, Thomas, and Nozzle due up. Agreed, yes. Huge park means almost no home runs, and it makes me sad. I like home runs. Maybe that's why we struggled those last couple of years. We couldn't find any dingers. Williams up first, 0-1 today. Right fielder looking to start a rally here in the 4th. Fastball down in the way is in the dirt, ball 1. Work ball down low, in the dirt, 2-0. You see him up and away, strike called, 2-1. Fastball up and in is high, 3-1. Slider down and in, chop to third. Stiffner charges, fields it cleanly, fires the first, 1 down. Next up, Thomas, 1-for-1 today with a single. Slider down and in the first pitch. Check swing strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and away, fouled back, 0-2 the count to Thomas. You see him repping in. Chased it high, strike 3. Second punch out for Lovestone today. 2 down and now to bring up Nozzle, who struck out looking his first time up. He's 0-1. Curveball away in the first pitch. Rip blooper to left center field. Gloop coming over. Not going to get there, and that's knocked down. Be a single for Nozzle. His first hit of the game. I think it might be the first hit of his career as well. He's on at first with 2 down, and that'll bring up Sandberg. 2 for 2 today, on fire still. Doubled and singled. He's also scored once. Twice, actually. First pitch, fork ball away. Grounded up the third base line. Stiffner there, and he misses it under his glove. No error because he didn't touch it, so that's a single for Sandberg. He's now 3 for 3. Never seen that before, but then again, Stiffner's fielding is low enough, I'm not surprised. McStevens up next, 1 for 2 today with the single. First pitch, curveball down and away. Fouled off, 0-1. Fastball up and in, line to third. Leaping Stiffner off his glove, and that's an infield single behind the bag. Bases loaded, 2 down. Rodriguez coming up. Oh joy. 1 for 2 with the 2-run homer last time up on a hanging curveball. Two-seamer down and in on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Work ball down and away, in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball down and in, low, 2-1. Slider hangs, that's popped up thankfully. Base is there on second. He's calling for it, and he'll put it away. That'll end the inning, thank God. Got out of that jam. Made it as hard as possible, though. Bottom 4, it is 4-3. Gould, Stiffner, and Base do up against Nozzle. Jesus Gould leading off. RBI single back in the first inning, and then he scored on the home run ball by Stiffner. He's 1 for 1 today. Fastball outside from Nozzle misses ball 1 as he's back to neutral mojo after 2 scoreless innings following that first inning blunder. Heater high, taken, called a strike, 1-1. Heater up and in, strike called, 1-2 the count. Cutter away. Line back to Nazu, who saves his bacon. That's one down. Good reactions from the rookie. Now to bring up Stiffner. Third baseman's 1-for-1 today with a 2-run homer. Finally back to neutral mojo. Cutter up and in. Strike called. 0-1. Slider away. Bloop down the right field line. Sinking quickly. O'Wugliam's coming on. Slides and makes a nice catch. 2 down. Next up, Dion Base. 0-for-1 today for the second baseman. Cutter high, taken, ball 1. Fastball up and in, strike called, 1-1. Cutter away, strike called, 1-2, the count. Fastball away, line to right by Base, but guess what? It's right at O'Wugliams. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Nozzle. To the 5th, it is 4-3. Studwick, Kaufman, and Bacon do up. Here's Studwick, 1 for 2 today with a single and an RBI back in his first at bat. Flew out his second at bat. Slider down and in. Driven to center. Hit pretty well by Studwick. That's got carry. Rufo's out of room at the wall. Looking up. It's gone. Off the base of the batter's eye. Second home run given up today by Lovestone as that ties the game at 4. Studwick's first of the season. It's also his second RBI. 4-4 the score. Next up, Kaufman 0 for 2 today as Lovestone's now tense. Fastball up and away is outside. Ball 1. Slider down and in. Line ground to the third, right at Stiffner. He'll make the play. 1 down. Kaufman now tense. Now to bring up Willie Bacon. 1 for 2 with a single. Work ball down at the middle of the zone. Low, misses. Ball 1. Two-seamer up, high. 2-0. Fastball up and away. Swung through it. 2-1 the count. Slider away is way outside. 3-1. Curve ball middle in. Grounded to short. Gould to his left. Fields it cleanly. Fires to first. 2 down. Base is empty, and that'll bring up right fielder Hera O'Wugliams, who's 0 for 2 today and tense. Fastball down and in. Low, ball 1. Work ball down in the way is going to be outside in the dirt. 2-0. Good pick by Hart. 2-0 pitch. Two-seamer middle in. Is lined back to Lovestone, who makes the catch and saves her face. Good fucking God. My life flashed before my eyes for her. 1 leadoff homer, though, by Studwick in the inning. Ties the game up at 4. Bottom 5, it is 4-4. Bolter, Lovestone, and Hart do up. I think I'm going to pinch hit for Lovestone. She just doesn't have it today. Bolter leaning off 0 for 1 today. Grounded out his first time up. Curveball down and then lined up the middle. Base hit for Bolter as he'll get his first hit of the game. He's 1 for 2. That'll bring up Lovestone, the pitcher slot. 0 for 1 today. We're gonna pinch hit for her. She goes 5 innings, giving up 4 earned runs on 11 hits, strikes out 2 batters, and she does give up 2 big home runs in the appearance. So not a great outing for Lovestone, but it is what it is at this point. At least she didn't walk anybody today. Let's be thankful for some things. Coming off the bench to pinch hit. I want to save Levo for some time that matters, so you know what? Let's give him the at-bat. Rookie catcher William Donovan. Hitless on the season, went 0 for 4 in his first start of the season. He hasn't made an appearance since. High pitch active for the rookie catcher. Fastball up and away, driven down the right field line, hooking into the corner. O'Wugliams there, though, makes the catch. 1 down. Hart up next, 1 for 2 today with a single. Go out last time up. Pick off to first, not in time. Bolter back safely. Runner goes. Cutter inside, strike called. Throw down by Thomas. Low and dropped anyway by McStevens. That is the 5th steal of the season for Volt Bolter. He leads the team. He is 5 for 5 on the year. 0-1 the count to Hart. RBI chance now for the catcher. Cutter up and away, grounding in the hole to short. McStevens backhands it. No play at third. He'll go to first with it. 2 down. Now to bring up Ray's Rufo. 0 for 1 with a walk in his first plate appearance. Flew out last time up. Cutter up and away is high. Ball 1. Fastball away. Strike called on the corner. 1-1. Good pitch there. Down and in with it. Strike called. 1-2. Curveball outside. Popped up. Shallow short. Rodriguez there to pick it out of the air, and that will end the inning as we do not score the run. We are going to bring in out of the bullpen. Let me have a look. Neverwalker is good, but we're going to save him for later in the game. Who else do we have? We have Word, and we have Johnson as well. Okay. Alright, so the only one we're not using today is Piddlestick because she's only at like 75% stamina, so we're not going to go to her. We're going to go to rookie right-hander Valentina Johnson, making her Super Mega League debut as she was just picked up out of free agency at the end of last episode to replace Boris Bigsworth. Top of the 6th we go. We're tied at 4, 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Platypi. Tom is leading off. Catcher 1 for 2 today with the singles, currently tense. Johnson, a 3-pitch pitcher. She's pretty solid across the board, a little less in the junk department than her other ratings, but she is above 50 in every category, I believe, so that's good. Actually, I can check that real quick. Yeah, she is 60, 55, and 67. Okay, that was fair. Fastball up, strike called at the letters, 0-1. Change it down and in is low, 1-1 to count. Fastball middle away, swung through it, a little late on the swing there, Tugboat, 1-2 the count. Curveball down and away, check swing outside, 2-2. It's also a little low as well. Change up and in. Ground and then hold a short, Gould over on the backhand, fields it cleanly, on to first, 1 down. Pitcher slide up next, Nozzle 1 for 2 today with a single. Amazingly, Nozzle's only given up 4 hits today, and they are going to let him bat because of that. Fastball down and in, inside, ball 1. He's also walked a batter. Curveball down and in is low, 2-0. Fastball up and away, fouled off, 2-1 the count. Change in the middle of the plate, grounded to third, right at Stiffner. He'll make the play, 2 down. Base is empty for Sandbrick, 3 for 3 today. He has doubled and singled twice today, still on fire. Change it down and away on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Curveball middle in, fouled back, 0-2 the count. Fastball outside, chased it, strike 3. First career punch up for Johnson as she gets a 1-2-3 inning in the 6th. Bottom half we go, it is 4-4. Hard lineup coming up for the Heaters, Glute, Hinton, and Gould. Slapper Glute leading off, over 2 today, and tense after making an error in the field earlier in the game. Fastball down and in, strike called, 0-1. Slider in the dirt, bounces, 1-1 the count. Heater up and in, strike called, 1-2. Curveball down, grounded the second, right at Kaufman. 1 down. Glute now 0 for 3. Gonna bring up Hinton 0 for 2. Curveball bounces in the dirt, ball 1. Slider middle in, hard ground to the short, 1 hopper to McStevens, cuts it off to his left, fires the first, 2 down. Now to bring up Jesus Gould, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI earlier in the game. Fastball up and in, line back softly to Nozzle as that was a bad pitch to chase. 1-2-3 inning for Nozzle as he has a quality start as he's only given up, I believe, 3 earned runs, possibly 2. To the 7th, it is 4-4. McStevens, Rodriguez, and Studwick. Hard lineup coming up for the Platypi against Johnson. McStevens 2 for 3 today. He's 2 singles earlier. He's also currently locked in. Change up at the knees. Ripped foul, 0-1. Fastball up and away. Line to second, leaping his base. Makes the nice catch, 1 down. Good leap by Dion, and now to bring up Rodriguez. 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer today. Popped out with the bases loaded last at bat. First pitch curveball down and away. Check swing low and outside. Ball 1. Fastball at the knees. Low, 2-0. Change up and in. Strike called, 2-1. Fastball in the dirt. Low, 3-1. Curveball middle in. Inside, ball 4. First career walk for Johnson. First walk today for us is Rodriguez will reach. Now to bring up Studwick, who's tense. 2 for 3 today. He's hit a solo homer and singled. First pitch fastball up and away. Strike called, 0-1. Curveball down and away. Outside, 1-1. Change it down and in. Strike called, 1-2 the count. Fastball up and in. Studwick rips it hard, but foul. 1-2 still the count. Curveball down and away. Ripped in the left field. That is a base hit. Third hit today for Studwick. He's 3 for 4. 2 on, 1 down as the Heaters are threatening here. Got to bring up Kaufman, 0 for 3 and tense. Pinch hitting for her is outfielder Rory Crowds, the rookie left fielder. Hitting .500 with no homers and no RBIs on the season. Wait, is Crowds a rookie? Hold on. Hands a rookie. Nozzle's a rookie, I think. Okay, Crowds is not a rookie. Okay. That's a misprint. That's a misspeak on my part. Yeah, because they only have 3 rookies on the roster. It's Sharp, it's Nozzle, and it's Hand. Okay. Fastball up high. Ball 1. Change up away. Strike called. 1-1. Curveball down and in. Fouled off. 1-2 to count to Crowds. Fastball down and away. In the dirt. Good block by Hart. 2-2. Fastball middle in. Swung through it. Strike 3. Second punch out for Johnson. 2 down. Base is empty for Bacon. 1 for 3 with the single. First and second. 2 down. All the pressure on Willie. Let's see if he delivers. First curveball down. Below the knees. Ball 1. Fastball down. Fouled back. 1-1. Change up middle of the zone. Ripped up the middle. Base hit left center. That is down. Rufo gets it in, and that'll hold the runner at second. Runner coming home, though. RBI single for Bacon. Platypi lead 5-4. I'll bring up a Wugliams 0 for 3 intense. Fastball down in the way in the first pitch. Fouled back. Going 1. The ball up and in. Inside. 1-1. Fastball middle in. Inside. 2-1. Change up down in the way. Chop the first. Hard charging Hinton. He'll make the play himself, and that'll end the inning. But Johnson does surrender the lead on the 2-out single by Willie Bacon as the Platypi now lead 5-4. Bottom 7. Stiffner, Base, and Bolter with the pitcher slot due up 4th in the inning. Stiffner leading off. He's 1 for 2 today with a 2-run homer. Flew out last time up as that'll bring in Kerry Cartman, the veteran second baseman. So replace Rory Crowds, who pinch hit for Kaufman in the inning. No other changes for the Platypi as of yet. Cutter at the letters, strike called, 0-1. Heater down and in, strike called. Good placement pitches from Crowds here, or Nozzle. 0-2 pitch, fastball up and in, grounded to second. Cartman, just newly inserted, makes the play, 1 down. Now to bring up Dion Base. Second baseman's 0 for 2 today, and tense as he's flown out twice. Curveball middle in, driven by Dion Base to left center field. Hit pretty well as he got a good ride on it. Out of the reach of Bacon as a 1 hops to the fence. That'll be a double for Dion as he's on with his first hit today. He's 1 for 3. Not a bad spot to do it, Dion, and that'll put him in scoring position for Bolter. Singled last time up. He's also stolen a base. He's 1 for 2 today. Fastball down and in is inside. Ball 1. Cutter in there at the knees. 1-1 the count. Cutter middle of the plate. Ripped by Bolter to right field, but it's right at O'Wugliams, who makes the catch. 2 down. Base will hold at second. Now to bring up the pitcher slot, Johnson. Coming off the bench is going to be first baseman Mantonio Lavo with the RBI chance. Lavo hitting .278 with 2 RBIs on the season. Cutter up and in. Strike called. 0-1. Cutter up and away, grounded in the hold of short. Diving Rodriguez to cut it off, fires to first. Just in time to get Lavo as that ends the inning. Unlucky there. Coming out of the bullpen for us is going to be rookie right-hander Emma Word. She'll take over for Lavo. To the 8th, it is 5-4. Thomas, Nozzle, and Sandberg due up. There's Thomas, 1 for 3 today with a single. Catcher still tense, facing Emma Word. Rookie has made 2 appearances this season, no record, a .225 ERA and a 1 whip. 1 earned run given up in 4 innings of work, 1 save recorded as well. 1 hit surrendered, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Batting average against for Word is .077. Trying to keep it a 1-run deficit here. Fastball at the knees, fouled back, 0-1. Curveball up and away is way outside from Word, 1-1. That's kind of what you get with Emma. She doesn't give up a lot of hits, but she does walk a lot of people. 2-seamer down and away is a strike called. 1-2. Slider down and in. Grounded, ripped in a hold of short. Past the diving Gold. Base hit for Thomas. His second hit today. He is 2 for 4. Catcher on to lead off the inning. That'll bring up the pitcher, Rusty Nozzle. 1 for 3 with a single. Locked in. And he will still bat after his great pitching performances today. Fastball up. Bunt shown. Strike called as it's pulled back. 0-1. 2-seamer up, bunt shown, bunt popped up. Out of the reach of the diving Hart, but he'll pick it up and fire to first, which is dropped by Hinton. E3, second error of the game for the Heaters, and that'll bring up Sandbrick with RBI dud. On fire, though. He is 3 for 4. He has doubled and singled twice. Grounded out last time up. First pitch curveball down and in is low. Ball 1. 2 on, none down. Fastball at the knees. Fouled off. 1-1. Two-seamer at the knees. Ripped foul. 1-2 the count. Big pitch coming from Word. Slider inside. Almost hit Sandberg, but he chased it anyway. Strike 3. First punch out for Emma. 1 down, and that'll bring up McStevens. 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. Two-seamer up and in. Inside, then high. Ball 1. Slider down and in. Strike called. 1-1. Curveball down and away. Check swing in the dirt. Good take. 2-1. Fastball at the knees. Chop the second. Base charges. No play at second will go to first with it. 2 down on the fielder's choice. Second and third for Rodriguez. 1 for 3. Walked last time up. She's hit a 2-run homer. Popped out and grounded into a double play. Big spot for Sky to break it open for the Platypi. First pitch curveball down. Low. Ball 1. Fastball down and in. Inside. 2-0. Two-seamer down and away. Ripped by Rodriguez. Wow, she got all of that one. That was down and away. That is some strength right there as Rodriguez pummels that over the left center fence. Her 5th home run in this doubleheader series. And that breaks the game open with a 3-run shot. It is 8-4. Studwick up next, 3 for 4 today. He's homered and singled twice, driving in 2 runs. First home run given up in the career of Emma Word as she is now tense. First pitch slider up and in. High and inside. Ball 1. Fastball up at the letters. Fouled back. 1-1. Curveball down at the knees away. Strike called on the check swing. 1-2. Two-seamer down and in. Chased it inside. Strike 3. Second punch out of the inning for Word. But the damage is done on the 3-run bomb by Rodriguez. Her 5th homer of the doubleheader as it is now 8-4. It's also her 6th homer of the season, I believe. Bottom 8. Hart, Rufo, and Glute top the lineup to up against Nazo, who's cruising along. Hasn't given up a hit since the 5th inning. Here's Hank Hart, 1 for 3 today with a single. Facing the locked-in Nozzle. Slider at the knees, low, ball 1. Curveball in the dirt, bounces 2-0. Cutter at the knees, strike called, 2-1. Fastball up and in is chased, popped up behind first base. Sandberg there in foul territory, 1 down. Next up is Rufo, 0 for 2 with a walk today. Cutter in there, 0-1. Cutter high, 1-1. Cutter low, in there at the knees, 1-2. Chased it up and away, strike 3. First punch out for Nozzle, 2 down. That'll bring up Glute, 0 for 3 intense. Cutter down and in, strike called, 0-1. Curveball down in the way, line to short, right at McStevens. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Nozzle as he is 3 outs away from a complete game. To the 9th, it is 8-4. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Platypi here. Cartman, Bacon, and O'Wugliams. Kerry Cartman, the veteran second baseman, leading off, hitless on the year. This is first at bat of the game. We are going to make a defensive sub here. I am taking out Slapper Glute and bringing in Murky Nubs Wubbles. He'll play right field as I bring Volt Bolter over to left field. That's the only change I'm making as of right now. Fastball up and away is high, ball 1. Curveball down and away. Cartman rips it in the ground to short, backhanded by Gold. Fire to first, 1 down. Next up, Bacon, 2 for 4 today with 2 singles and an RBI. Two-seamer up and away, swung through it, 0-1 to count. Slider down and in, low, 1-1. Fastball up and in is high, 2-1. Curveball down and away, grounded up the middle. Gold to his left, dives past him into center. Rufos for Bacon's 3rd hit today. 3 for 4, and that'll bring up O'Wugliams, 0 for 4 today. Fastball away. Strike called, 0-1. Two-seamer up and in. High, 1-1. Third ball away. Swung through it, 1-2 the count. Slider middle in. Grounded to third. Stiffner charges, fires to second, 1. Base to first. Double play. 3rd double play we've turned today, and that ends the inning. Bottom 9, it is still 8-4. 4, 5, and 6 to go for the Heaters as our last chance as we try to break through against Nozzle. Going for the complete game, here's Hinton, 0 for 3 today. Rookie 10th after making an error in the field. Nozzle is done after 8 innings, giving up 4 runs. I think only 2 or 3 of them are earned, so it's a quality start for the pitcher. Gives up 5 hits with 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Quality start for the right-hander. Coming out of the bullpen, rookie left-hander Remington Sharp. Going for the hold. It's not a save, it's a 4-run lead. Double switch as well. Also coming in is right fielder Linda Hand, as she'll replace Hera O'Wugliams out there. So that way, if they do go to extras, the pitcher does not have to bat next inning. Remington Sharp on the year is 1-0. He has a 2.84 ERA and an 0.95 WHIP. In 5 appearances, he's given up 2 earned runs. 6 in the 3rd innings pitched, 5 hits surrendered with a wild pitch, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. His batting average against is 200 on the season. Sharp pitched, I believe, 2 scoreless innings in the first game. Fastball down and in, strike called, 0-1. Fastball down and in, lined at the middle, left center field, base hit for Hinton as he'll keep his hitting streak alive. 3 straight games now. Leadoff single here puts the tying run in the hole for us, as that'll bring up Jesus Gold with power of his left-hander active here against Sharp for the first time today. 1 for 3 today with a single and an RBI. Fastball down and in there at the knees, 0-1, good pitch from Sharp. Heater up and in is high, 1-1. Heater at the knees, 1-2 the count. Fastball away, driven by Gold to left center. That's going to hang up, though, for Bacon. 1 down. Next up, Theodore Stiffner, 1 for 3 today with a 2-run homer way back in the first inning. He's been hitless since. Fastball at the knees, strike called, 0-1. Slider down and in is low, 1-1. Fastball up and in. Stiffner punches that into center field as that drops in front of Bacon for his 2nd hit of the game. He's 2 for 4. First and second now with 1 down, and the tying run is in the on-deck circle. The on base up next. He doubled last time at the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. Still tense, though. Fastball up, swung through it late, 0-1. Infield a double play depth looking to end the game. Heaters inside, 1-1 the count from Sharp. Fastball way popped up, foul. Thomas there. That should be an easy second out, and it is. Last chance today is the left fielder now, Volt Bolter, 1 for 3 with a single. Fastball down at the knees away, 0-1, good pitch. Cutter out, 2-seamer outside misses, 1-1. Fastball away, lined by Bolter to right center field. That's going to get it done. That's extra bases for the speedy outfielder. 1 run is coming in. Stiffner coming around third as well. He's going to score, it looks like. It's a 2-run double for Bolter as it's now 8-6, and the tying run's coming to the plate in the pitcher slot. God damn it. Well, we got a pinch hit here. Sharp now tense. And there's really only one option. It's going to be rookie shortstop Jamie Pollard getting his first career at bat, as he is a much better fielder than Dig Eforto. As you all know, Dig is a fielder, not a hitter. So Pollard is going to try and keep the game alive. He represents the tying run. Not a great hitter, but he's better than Eforto. That's got to mean something. 2 down, runner at second. Fastball high, ball 1. Fastball middle of the plate, driven by Pollard to center field. No, he didn't. He did not. Bacon is there to make the catch at the warning track, and that ends the game. But the Heaters do make it interesting, at least. That is the first time we have lost this season, scoring more than 4 runs, as we lose 8-6 today. We tried to rally in the 9th, but it was too little too late, as Rusty Nozzle shut us down from inning 2 through inning 8. We literally only had 1 hit in that entire exchange. So, yeah, kind of can't do that if you want to win games consistently. Platypi did get 2 more home runs from Sky Rodriguez. Like, seriously, what does that girl eat? Jesus Christ. She had 5 home runs in this doubleheader, and that is annoying. Anyway, looking at the box scores, hitless today for the Platypi were Kaufman, Crowds, Cartman, O'Wugliams, as well as Linda Hand, who did not bat. 3 hits today for Scooter Sandberg as he continues his hot hitting. Rodriguez had 2 home runs, both multi-run homers. She had a 2-run homer and then a 3-run homer, driving in 5 runs. She also walked. Studwick went 3 for 5. He had a solo homer and also singled in a run. And Willie Bacon also singled in a run. He had 3 hits today as well. 2 hits also today for McStevens and Thomas, and 1 hit for the pitcher Nozzle. On the other side for us, hitless today, Rufo, Glute, Nubs Wubbles didn't bat. Lovestone, Donovan, Johnson didn't bat. Lavo, Word didn't bat, and Jamie Pollard. 2 hits today for Volt Bolter. He had that big 2 RBI double there in the 9th inning when it was too little too late. Stiffner had a 2-run homer in the 1st inning. Jesus Gold had an RBI single in the 1st inning, and we also scored a run on an errant pickoff throw in the 1st inning as well. Winning pitcher is Rusty Nozzle, 8 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, a walk, a strikeout, and a home run. He improves to 1-0 on the quality start. Remington Sharp throws the 9th inning, gives up 3 hits and 2 earned runs, but manages to slam the door. Lovestone only 5 innings today. She gives up 11 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 2 homers. She didn't walk anybody, thankfully. She walked 4 in her first start. No decision for her. Valentina Johnson, the rookie in her debut, will take the loss. She gives up 2 hits in 2 innings, 1 earned run, a walk, and 2 strikeouts on the RBI single by Willie Bacon. She falls to 0-1. Emma Word, 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 homers, 2 strikeouts, and that big 3-run homer to Rodriguez to seal the deal. Had she not given up that home run, we would have won today. Player of the game is Sky Rodriguez for her 2 homers, driving in 5 runs, followed by Studwick with his 2 solo homer and a single. 3-hit day for him, and Theodore Stiffner with his 2-run homer is the 3rd place finisher. Not great, not ideal, but at least it was a close contest. I will give us credit for that. Could have been a lot worse. Bullpen's going to be pretty gassed, but we'll have Never Walker and Piddlestick for next game, so it's not horrible. Alrighty, let's have a look around the league, see what roster moves were made. Any of the guys we can pick up here. Looks like only one roster move. Rookie right fielder Yves Ayala. I honestly never learned how to say that. He'll replace Poke Foster, who was the hero for the Beatles in their game against us. That beefs up a backup outfield slot. He'll replace him on the bench, as I believe Billy LeBoink still has a slight edge. They use a B+. Thank God we got rid of Delano. He lost 14 velocity. Jameson Cole loses 1 contact. It's fine. He's a pitcher. Afordo +6 contact on a random roll. He's now a C-. Nice. Maybe I'll give you the pinch hit opportunity next time, Dig. And Neverwalker +3 accuracy on a random roll. Nice. I'll take it. Go ahead and sim up to the next game here, as we're now at 4-3. We're tied for 2nd place with the Platypi after that loss, which is fine. We're still within striking distance. Everybody's within a game here. Blowfish wins 6-4 over the Sandcats as they split that doubleheader with them. Nemesis beat up the Buzzards 11-6 as they sweep that doubleheader. Beewolves win 7-5 over the Grapplers, extending their division lead. Crocodons are going to sweep the doubleheader against the Jacks, winning Game 2 8-3 as they're back in the hunt now. Moose choke it away to the Sirloins as they lose 8-6. They were up 6-1 at one point. Hot Corners rally but lose in 10 innings, 5-4 to the Sawteeth. And in the final game of the sim, Freebooters win in 10 innings, 4-1 over the Herbisaurs as they sweep that doubleheader. You love to see it. Freebooters now at 6-1 with the best record in the league currently. Alrighty. Next episode, we are taking on the Wide Loads for the first time this season. I believe this is the first of 3. Let me check. No, it's 1 of 2. Okay, so the Wide Loads are the only division opponent we only play twice this season, because we play Grapplers 3, Beewolves 3, and Platypi 3. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so this is the first of only 2 games against the Wide Loads this season. On the mound is right-hander veteran Jerry Rawner. Locked in, hit a 1-0 on the year with a 0 ERA and an 0.67 whip. And on the mound for us is rookie right-hander Emma Hiker. No record, a 3 ERA and a 2 whip. Player development options here. Let's have a look. Emma Word, she could use the junk and accuracy, not going to lie. Is there anything else that would make me want to buy instead? I like this one for Hiker. I'd probably get this next time. It's a really good one for Bolter, but we're never going to be able to afford it. Stiffner, this could be bought in 2 games. Honestly, he does need the fielding, and the chance at low pitch is enticing, but he is 36. Got to remember, Stiffner's not in this for the long term. Rufo, that's the dumb chance for RBI dud. Not even worth it. And Neverwalker, I'm never going to be able to afford that either. So those 2 are out. These 2 are out as well. It's between Hiker and Word. Between these 2, I like the upgrade for Hiker better than the one for Word, because Hiker is the lower overall player. Even though she's a little bit older, I think she needs the upgrade more. So we'll save up and buy this next time. Alright, any roster moves we want to make? I don't think so. Landon Ferris still not down low enough yet to sign. If I do get him low enough, I'm going to bring him in for a Fordo. I mean, it's just not feasible enough to have three shortstops on the roster. I mean, we really could use a backup third baseman, honestly. We could, because Stiffner can't keep playing there every game. But at the same time, we don't really need one right now because he's doing well. Maybe if he gets hurt, we'll have to consider it. But for right now, I think we're okay. Although McBride is cheap enough to be signed, keeping that note in the back of my head there. Not seeing anything else I want to make a move on just yet. Donkey and Winter's still out there. I'm surprised they've lasted this long. They're probably going to get ready to get signed here really shortly. Bring them in. Bolter's only $6 million. That's only $500,000. But I like Bolter. He's been playing well this year. I can't get rid of him. Rufo I'm definitely not getting rid of, and I can't get rid of Glute or Nubs Wubbles just yet. So, I mean, if it was a left fielder, I would consider it, but no. Not doing it today. Not today. Moving to pitching. Not really a fan of any of the starters out there. I mean, Rubio is nice, but don't want to spend the money on him because I don't have the money to spend. Barron down to $8 million. She's probably getting ready to get signed here, or probably after next game. Anyone else down here I like? Not really. I mean, Kent is cheap. We could sign her, but right now, we've still got a winning record. We're still in the playoff hunt, so I don't think it's wise to throw away our roster ratings like that. So, won't make any roster moves here this episode. We're just going to go ahead and set the lineup for next game and call it a day. Alrighty, leading off, next game is going to be right fielder Rays Rufo. Okay. Glute in left field is 10th, so bats second. Stiffner at third base, batting third. Hinton at first base, bats fourth. Gold batting 5th at shortstop. Donovan getting the start behind the dish to give Hart a day off. He'll bat 6th. Batting 7th, rookie center fielder Volt Bolter, who's locked in. Batting 8th at second base, 10th D on base. And batting 9th is the pitcher, Emma Hiker. And that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Tough loss here in the second half of the doubleheader. We started off hot. We got 4 runs in the first inning. But then our bats went cold, and the Platypi came back, and they ended up winning 8-6. We rallied in the 9th inning, but of course it was too little too late at that point, unfortunately. But it was a good loss. It was an entertaining game, at least throughout, so that's good. We are now 1 game out of first, tied for second place with the Platypi. We're still in striking distance here against the Bee-Wolves, so not out of it by any means at the halfway mark of the season. Hopefully we can win against the Wideloads and put ourselves right back in that talk for the top spot. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the follow button down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, link to Twitch in the description below, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Until then, this is The Nasty One, signing off.